The steady vibration of my mobile phone on the wooden table was relentless. By Friday afternoon, the count had reached over 100 unread messages and missed calls. Sitting quietly in my living room with a fresh cup of dark coffee, I felt a deep sense of relief. Just 4 days earlier, I had walked out of the office with my desk packed, leaving behind 6 years of absolute dedication. My boss, Gregory Sterling, had just handed the Director of Infrastructure position to Spencer. Reed. Spencer was a smooth-talking colleague who brought donuts on Fridays, but could barely troubleshoot basic code. For 3 long years, I had built the backend architecture that kept our company running smoothly. Yet when the time came to reward that effort, Gregory chose charm over technical competence. I grew up watching my father repair broken tools for neighbors in our quiet hometown. He taught me that honest effort always matters, and that people deserve respect, regardless of their background. That mindset made me an exceptional system architect, but it also made me vulnerable to corporate exploitation. Gregory had taken my quiet reliability for granted for far too long, and he finally pushed me to my absolute limit. Every morning at dawn, I monitored server health, resolved data bottlenecks, and optimized automated failover systems. Our business served over 700 corporate clients, including medical facilities and regional banking institutions. A single system crash could cause devastating financial consequences for our users. I took immense pride in maintaining a flawless record, even if upper management rarely acknowledged who was actually doing the heavy lifting. 6 months prior, Gregory had promised that the promotion was mine if I designed a full system migration strategy. I spent countless evenings drafting architecture diagrams, containerization protocols, and cost-saving frameworks that saved the firm hundreds of thousands of dollars. The executive board praised my strategic vision enthusiastically. Yet during the team meeting, Gregory stood up and proudly announced Spencer as the newly appointed director. During our private conversation afterward, Gregory admitted that my technical work was unmatched. However, he claimed Spencer possessed the soft skills required to represent the department to executive leadership. He essentially asked me to continue doing all the actual technical labor while Spencer collected the credit and higher salary. That was the precise moment. Something inside me shifted into complete and total clarity. Instead of arguing, I politely nodded, walked back to my desk, and quietly evaluated my financial situation. Having saved over a year of living expenses, I knew I possessed total freedom to make a bold choice. Over the years, I had written dozens of background automation scripts that caught database deadlocks and prevented catastrophic outages. None of those tools were officially mandated or documented in the company repositories. I systematically disabled my custom automation, scripts, and reverted configuration files back to standard baseline settings. I did not delete any code or commit sabotage because everything remained intact within the system logs. I simply stopped the active background, processes that were silently fixing internal errors every hour. After printing a clean resignation letter and forfeiting my notice period, I handed the paper directly to Gregory. Gregory turned pale as he realized I was walking away immediately without giving a transition period. He attempted to offer a salary increase, but my decision was already final. I packed my desk items, said goodbye to a few bewildered coworkers, and drove away into the afternoon sun. I felt a tremendous weight lift off my shoulders as I realized my period of exploitation was officially over. By Wednesday morning, the automated safety nets were gone, and internal systems began to experience severe strain. My phone started ringing constantly with calls from Gregory, human resources, and even the chief technology officer, Harrison Blake. I deliberately ignored every single call and spent my afternoon updating my professional resume. 3 executive recruiters contacted me within hours, eager to present my background to competing organizations. By Friday evening, major client portals crashed, causing massive operational disruption across several key enterprise accounts. An urgent text message arrived from Gregory, offering me $200, an hour to consult and fix the ongoing server failures. He begged me to think of the clients and name my own financial terms to return. I quietly put my phone away, poured a glass of wine, and enjoyed my peaceful evening. On Saturday morning, Harrison Blake called my personal line directly to address the operational crisis. He admitted that he had failed as a technology officer by trusting Gregory without inspecting who actually maintained the platform. Harrison offered me the director position immediately. alongside a 40% salary bump and the authority to report directly to him. It was everything I had wanted weeks ago, offered only out of sheer desperation. I told Harrison I needed time to consider his offer, though my heart was already moving in a different direction. My father once told me that there is a massive difference between being needed and being truly valued. If people only appreciate your worth when everything is burning down, they do not value you as a person. They simply want to eliminate an inconvenient crisis and return to their original status quo. On Monday morning, I attended an interview with a prominent rival firm called Zenith Systems. The hiring manager, Victoria Ross, greeted me warmly and praised my long-standing reputation in the industry. She noted that public performance metrics showed our previous platform experienced incredible stability during my tenure. Victoria offered me a principal architect position with a 50% salary increase and extensive equity stock options. Sitting in my car after the interview, I called Harrison and officially declined his counteroffer. I explained that I preferred to join an organization that recognizes technical contributions consistently rather than reactively during emergencies. Harrison apologized sincerely for how the leadership team had treated me and wished me success in my future endeavors. Before hanging up, I informed him how his engineering team could re-enable my original automation scripts. 2 years have passed since I walked away from that toxic office environment. Today, I serve as Vice President of Infrastructure at Zenith Systems, leading a talented team of over 40 engineers. Spencer eventually transferred into client relations, while Gregory was reassigned after upper management restructured the department. My former firm learned a painful lesson about taking key personnel for granted, while I discovered the true power of self-respect. Sometimes the most powerful career decision you can make is choosing to step away from spaces that suppress your worth. Being indispensable in a place that ignores your value is not security. It is a gilded trap. When you build something exceptional, ensure you are surrounded by people who honor your dedication every single day. I never answered those 100 unread calls, and walking away remains the best choice I ever made.